Hello and welcome back to the High School Football Alliance here on the channel. Today we are starting week 3. We got the Southwest Titans hosting the Northeast Jays. Titans having a great season so far. Fletcher Gross, just phenomenal numbers on the season, leading all high school teams in passing yards per game, touchdowns, all that fun stuff. And we got the Jays, Ian Harlan, trying to carry that roster to their first win on the season. And let's head on down to the field and get into some action.
Yeah, tonight we got a battle of the uber-talented Titans roster on offense against the kind of lackluster talented offense on for the Jays side. Ian Harlan has to do a lot to really prop up that offense, and he has his hands full with matching the firepower of the Titans tonight.
Yeah, we have some roster movement for the Jays. I believe Nigel Sams is now shifting over to the number 2 spot for Northeast. So we'll be seeing Brian Walters over there, see if he can use his speed to get out in the open field and make some big plays for Harlan because he definitely needs the help.
Yeah, talking to Coach Jack Connor, he was mentioning that he wanted to just move him around, not really it wasn't really pushing Sams down the depth chart, but more just trying to get him in a better matchup to try to activate this offense. Those guys, you mentioned Brian Walters, Trev Bridges, Nigel Sams, those guys need to step up. Another roster move that he mentioned when we talked to him before the game was running back Marcus Madre is going to get some more touches. He wasn't really happy with how Zayden Van's been running the first 2 weeks, and he wants to try to move into more of a committee, go with the hot hand. So Marcus Madre, kind of a walk-on here at high school. They don't really have walk-ons, but he wasn't the guy that many people had him on their list. We're going to see some of his get him the ball in this game.
Yeah, so keep an eye on number 37 for the Jays on offense. See if they'll get him involved. And here we are, Jays set to kick it off to the high-powered offense of the Southwest Titans. We're going to see Fletcher Gross first, and I'm pretty excited about that. And from the 10-yard line, returning this all the way to about the 29-yard line was number 22 for the Titans. That is running back Eddie Poole. Now, what do you expect from this offense tonight, Hammer?
I expect some passing, some more passing. Last week, 300-yard receivers with Bramlett, Kersley, and Trent. It's the best passing offense in the league by a mile, but don't sleep on the running game. They want to get Eddie Poole more involved tonight. That's what the coach said, and so you might see some spark out of that running game.
Yeah, we might see some Rocky Payne, Eddie Poole. Hopefully Payne can get something going because, he hasn't done anything this season so far.
First play of the game, my goodness, picked off already. We mentioned that high-powered attack from the Titans offense. Well, Rob Moline and this Jays defense have their hands full on stopping. They were trying to get the Kersley there, and Rob Moline. I'm not quite sure what Gross saw there, but Moline played that perfectly, and now the Jays get this with great field position.
Yeah, we get to see what Ian Harlan can do in their first drive. See if the Jays can't get an early lead.
Ian Harlan going to hand this one off to Zayden Van on the first carry of the game, and we both of us my voice is echoed. Wonderful. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Thank you. I had one too many sources unmuted there. We should be good. Ian Harlan under center, and he's going to take this ball, see if he can avoid Gross's mistake, and he's throwing across the field, and there's Nigel Sams. We were just talking about moving Nigel Sams to the number 2 to get him involved, and there he is.
Yep, 83 making a play already in that number 2 spot. Love to see it. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum here on offense after that interception.
1st and 10 for the Jays here as it looks like Van in the backfield. We will see Marcus Madre here in similar formations. Harlan's going to hand off to Van. Van up the middle is going to push forward for a gain of 1.
Yeah, didn't get a whole lot there, and that's pretty much been the case for the Jays, all season so far. They just can't get the running game going, and that's really forcing Harlan to try to make insane plays with his arm. And, his receivers haven't been helping him out. So it's been a really tough sledding here for the Jays so far.
Yeah, Harlan needs help. He can't do it all by himself. He drops back. He's going to throw the swing route to Van. Van gets a block from Sams, or tried to, and going to get close to first down yards. It's going to be just shy as the veteran Irv Street came up to make that tackle.
Yep, Irv Street, the talented free safety. We had him in our top 20 list. I believe we dropped him out. He was just kind of underperformed so far. You know, he's one of the better free safeties in the country, but we just need to see some more from him.
Power formation here for the Jays on 3rd and short. They're going to hand it to Van up the middle. Van is going to get tackled in the backfield. I think that pushed him out of field goal range. I'm not quite sure how good this Northeast kicker is, but that might be just out of field goal range.
Yeah, Jay's kicker, Jonas Stone, I'm not sure if he's got the leg for this. That'd be a 48-yard field goal for them. They're going to try it, though, it looks like. And the Jays have Mort Hall, number 9, on there to hold for him. So let's see what happens here for the Jays.
Be a major point of interest for the scouts if he manages to hit this one. Kick is up. And he has the distance, but he's wide right.
Pushes it right. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least we know he's got the leg for it. Just got to work on that accuracy, young fella.
Yeah, nice leg. I think that's I think will be enough for some college teams to maybe take a flyer on that guy, get him to their school, and with a leg like that, I mean, already it's just a high schooler. That's he missed it, but a decent leg.
Yep, a lot of room to build on right there.
1st and 10 here for the Southwest Titans. 1-1 as they lost to the Comets last week. Gross is going to drop back, throws on first down. His last throw was an interception. This one's going to be a 3-yard out to Tyron Trent.
Yeah, Trent has been such a beast. I mean, all of these receivers have really. But Trent, more of a deep threat than Kersley, who's just a route god, basically, just destroying DB's ankles out there. But Trent, very good athlete. Love to see him get the ball.
We mentioned this Jays secondary has a lot on their hands. They handled it well in that first drive. See what they can do in the second drive. It's going to be Eddie Poole in the backfield. Gross is going to throw out route to Kersley and tipped away. Frederick Falconer with perfect coverage on that play.
Wow. There's some risky passes so far from Gross. I know Northeast defense is not the greatest, but, I mean, you got to be careful with these passes. Just not a good decision there from Fletcher Gross.
Titans 1-1 this season, but the Jays are the favorite according to the community, 4-3. It was a close vote.
Picking the upset, huh?
Picking the upset. 3rd and 7. Shotgun here for Fletcher Gross. 4 receivers out. Dime defense from the Jays. Gross this time is going to throw across the middle. He has his man, Tyron Trent, first down and more, down to the 33-yard line of the Northeast.
Yeah, and there that man goes again. Big play threat. Tyron Trent, love to see it. I mean, this DB didn't stand a chance on this route. Look at how crispy that was. My goodness.
Who was that on the coverage? That was number 22. Was that 22 or 26? I think that was
26. Sean Underhill, the number 2 corner.
Yeah, he has his handful. I mean, as we mentioned, these guys, these poor high school guys going up against some of the probably going to be the best college athletes, and these high schoolers have to try to keep them under wraps. Is Kersley going to get that one for 7 yards?
Yeah, another great route. That was a risky throw again. Luckily for Gross, it was a linebacker out coverage. That was number 53, Alonzo Armstrong, probably the best linebacker on this Jays roster.
Yeah, he made our on the bubble list for the top 20 this last week. Very talented guy, and I keep an eye on him through this game. Looks like the first run of the game going to go to Eddie Poole, and Eddie Poole's going to get 2 yards, tackled down close to the first down line, and that was that Armstrong as well?
No, that looked to be 55 on the tackle. That is Dennis Kennard, the middle linebacker who made the stop. Nice to see Eddie Poole get the football, though. Haven't really seen a whole lot of him, but the coach putting him in here in some formations, so it'll be nice to see.
3rd and short here. There's going to be a toss to Eddie Poole, and Poole has some running room.
Goes.
He's got a high step down to inside the 5 to the 4, and that's going to be first and goal for the Southwest Titans. Eddie Poole making an impact already.
And I'm excited to see the Titans actually be able to run the football a little bit. That's something we haven't seen all season long, and I love that little high step he's doing there. Beautiful. First and goal from the 4 coming up.
Nice run. Yeah, that's one thing this offense has been lacking is a running game. Rocky Payne has been, for lack of a better word, abysmal in the first 2 weeks. Eddie Payne, he's looking good already in the first couple runs he's getting.
Yeah, split back set here too.
It's going to be a pass. Fletcher Gross under pressure, throws out route. He has Trent. Trent, touchdown.
Too good.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is what the Jays got to be careful with here. I mean, they had a good opportunity after the pick on the first play of the game. They needed to get down there and take an early lead. They didn't capitalize on it. They missed that field goal. And now the Titans, they've recovered, and now they've taken the lead themselves.
The Jays, they got a free drive with that interception. Weren't able to capitalize. Titans go down the field and make them pay. We appreciate everyone stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying all the football content that we're going to be having coming out. We're going to have lots of football. Lots of football. If you thought you didn't have enough football, well, we have football for you.
Oh, yeah. There's high school, college, pros. I mean, it's going to be great. And hopefully from now on, we'll be on time instead of an hour late due to technical difficulties on my end. But we're here.
Oh, boy. Oh, good old technical difficulties. Our Optimus's tech is about as good as the Titans' defense.
And that's with a brand new laptop, all right? So that's tough.
Kickoff, we're going to see the Jays have to field this one. First time from more of an average field position, barring a good return. This is going to be a return from the 17, and he's going to get this up to the 34-yard line. And what do you think we're going to see from the Jays here on this offensive drive?
Well, I mean, they've just been doing the same thing all season long so far, and that's just getting Zayden Van the football, which he's not an explosive athlete. We did see on that first drive that, they got the ball out to Sams now that he's moved over to that number 2 spot. I'd like to see more of that and maybe target Trev Bridges. He's been hit or miss, but hopefully he can be hit today here against the Titans.
1st and 10 here. Ian Harlan drops back, plenty of time across the middle. That's going to be Brian Walters who throws a man off. Oh, my goodness. Sit down, son.
Oh, man. That was number 21, Max Warren, the number 1 corner, who just got tossed aside like a sack of taters by Brian Walters.
Ian Harlan, great pocket presence, finds his man, and Walters, just what the heck happened there? He sent that man on a spin cycle.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody help that man up, please. This is probably the worst secondary in the country, the Titans. So, I mean, they got Irv Street, and that's it. So, look for Ian Harlan to keep trying him downfield.
And Irv Street's had a bad first 2 weeks of the season. Harlan drops back. Good protection. He's going to throw it to Madre, who's going to, in this case, luckily catch it out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, that was a smart decision. He didn't really see anybody downfield. Just throw it to the running back. Luckily for Madre and Harlan, he was out of bounds, so there's no big loss on that pass play.
2nd and 10. He coming up here for the Jays. Ian Harlan, the do-it-all man for Northeast. He has 2 receivers at the top of his screen, Madre and Van in the backfield for this play. And they're going to throw it deep. It's going to be caught. Oh, incomplete. Sam's had it in his hands. That was Irv Street who knocked it out. 3rd and long coming up.
Great play by Irv Street. We talked about him, just kind of disappearing here and there, not really having a great season, but comes up with a pretty big hit here. And that was a great throw. Perfect placement by Ian Harlan. And a really good route by the now number 2 receiver, Nigel Sams. Just perfectly timed hit by Street.
3rd and long. This Titans defense has done a decent job containing Northeast for the most part so far in this game. Forced him to a 3rd and long, which is not where this team thrives. I don't have many big play threats for receivers here for Ian Harlan, who's in shotgun.
Good for Walters.
Harlan steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. He hit his man in the hands, but Irv Street, among others, there to knock it away.
Yeah, that's been the story so far this season for the Jays. Receivers not being able to make plays for Ian Harlan. He's doing all he can. He's hitting them right in perfect spots every time at the precise moment of the route that he needs to, but the receivers just can't come away with it. And again, we're going to see a 3-and-out here from the Jays as Terry Saunders, the punter, is on for the kick.
Kick is up and away, and this will be fielded at the 20, and that will take it up to 4 yards. As he was sat down very quickly there.
I didn't see the number on that bus, but my goodness, what a collision.
What do you think the Northeast defense needs to do here to try to keep the Titans from making this a 2-score game here in the first?
I think they need to stay away from man coverage. Just play heavy, deep zones here. Keep them in front of you.
1st and 10, 2 backs in the backfield. That's Eddie Poole in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Eddie Poole, and Poole's going to get tackled. Nice play there from the defense.
Yeah, nice to see them, try to go to the ground again. The Jays kind of prepared for it there, though. They do have a pretty decent run defense. So I'd like to see the Titans maybe go to the short passing game here and try to hit Kersley on the outside and let him try to make a man miss, get in the open field.
Same formation again here on 2nd down. See if it's going to be the same play. No, it will be a throw. Gross. Quick step, throws across the middle. That's caught. 1st down to the tight end, who we don't talk about much. Was that the tight end or was that Bramlett?
That was number 86, Eric Bradley, the tight end.
You don't talk about him too much, but good play there. And
I don't really call his name.
Looked like 55 was a little bit out of position. Dennis Kennard, not the greatest pass coverage linebacker in the country.
Now Mario Pearson out there making the tackle as well.
Heavy set formation for the Titans on this 1st down. Maybe Opie to Poole, who dots the I there in the backfield. It'll be a throw out of this formation, out route, and that's knocked away by Frederick Falconer again. He's playing those out routes beautifully.
Yeah, another dangerous throw here from Fletcher Gross. I'm not sure why he's trying to go attack him on the sideline like that. It was a very late throw on a quick out route as well. You got to throw that a lot quicker than he did. I mean, Kersley was all the way at the sideline already before he even released the ball.
2nd and 10 here. 2 receivers at the top screen. It looks like Bramlett in the slot, Kersley at the bottom. And Gross is going to look underneath, though, to Rocky Payne, his first touch of the day. And he's going to run right into a defender and only gain 4.
Yeah, it's nice to see him actually get involved in the offense, moving the ball forward a little bit. But now 3rd down and 6, going to have to test his secondary, which, of course, is not the best. Maybe go back to Tyron Trent. He's had a pretty decent first quarter so far.
3rd and 6, bunch to the bottom. We'll see who they go to here. Plenty of guys that Gross could target. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be wide open for Tyron Trent. Falconer couldn't keep up with him, and that's going to take the Titans into Northeast territory.
Yeah, like I said, Tyron Trent, it doesn't matter who you have on these receivers. I mean, Trent, more of a deep threat than Kersley. But they can both beat you deep. That's how good of route runners they really are. Trent, just such a good route right there. Way too easy for him.
Perfect coverage. It looked like they were manning. You run that bunch, and it's bad news for the defense. It's Gross under center here for the 1st down play. He's going to throw it to Payne out of the swing, and Payne's going to try to juke a man out, only 3. And it looks like where they want to get Rocky Payne involved is out in the outside of the hashes tonight.
Yep, 2 catches, 7 yards. I mean, that's decent for him. I mean, he hasn't really done a whole lot this season, so it's working. Keep doing it if it's working.
Second down play for Southwest, who's moved the ball well outside of that first drive. They have pretty much had their way with the defense. We haven't really seen too deep of a shot yet. Mostly these short to intermediate routes. Is Kersley going to catch that out route, gets the better of Falconer, but that is a gain of only 3 or 4 on that play, bringing up 3rd down.
Yeah, that's Kersley's bread and butter is the out routes. That was a good one there. Good release from Fletcher Gross. Perfectly timed throw. And a 3rd and manageable coming up. 3rd and 3. Maybe they'll give the ball off to Eddie Poole here out of the split back set.
It is indeed Eddie Poole in the backfield along with the fullback. They're going to throw it out of this formation, though, across the middle, and Kersley gets the 1st down.
Yeah, just wide open. Such an easy route for him to run. And Gross with, good eyes. Saw his man wide open instantly and released the ball.
Yeah, these receivers are so dynamic. I mean, there's not many teams who can really shut them down. Even the Comets, who we think have the best defense in the country, could they still gave almost 500 yards of offense. Gross going to throw it to Poole this time out of the backfield, and Poole's going to get laid out.
Oh my goodness, what a hit by Sean Underhill, the number 2 corner. We saw him get beat by Tyron Trent earlier in this quarter, but a really good hit stick there from him.
Yeah, these corners are tackling well in this game so far, keeping the play in front of them, and when they're doing that, like you said, they're having success. Second down here, they're going to hand it off to Rocky Payne, who's going to get a few yards, and that's going to bring up another 3rd and short.
Yeah, pick up a 4. He's not, making game-breaking plays, but he's moving this offense forward little by little. So far, 3 touches and 11 yards total, I believe, on those 2 catches and that 1 run right there.
3rd and 4, see what they go to here. Last time they went to Kersley. This time they are in a 2 tight end formation. See if there's a run play. 5 men on the line. They're going to throw it out route. Kersley, first down the sideline. He has a touchdown. Turn on the burners.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, the acceleration was just so filthy right there. And again, Kersley on the out route. That is his best route that he has. And who was that in coverage? Falconer didn't stand a chance. That's the best DB the Jays have.
Kersley turned on the... I thought he was going to get tackled short, but next thing I knew, he was in the end zone for a touchdown. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello to Parker.
So
welcome. Good to see you.
Parker, what's up, brother?
Chaos Driven calling it 28-14 Southwest at the moment. What do you think about that prediction?
I mean, I don't think you give Southwest enough credit here. I think they might put up at least 40 here.
Northeast finds themselves in a deep hole to start, and the people who picked Northeast in the Discord are, I think, a little bit nervous for their first pick of the week.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, their defense, the Jays defense, started this game off really well with that pick on the first play. But again, it's the offense. They can't find any consistency. Nobody wants to help out Ian Harlan. He's throwing just beautiful passes, and they're always just getting dropped, or there's a perfectly timed hit on the receiver. Somebody's got to step up and make a big play for this quarterback.
Couple moves from the returner. Underhill gets them out to the 38. That's where the Jays are going to start. Jays 0-2 to start this season. Loss here tonight will take them to 0-3. And 0-3, like we've mentioned on the recap show, puts you in a bad position for playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if you start 0-3, there's only 8 games in a season. You basically have to win out for a chance at the playoffs. It's going to be really tough, especially for a team that has no identity on offense right now.
Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off to Zayden Van, who's barely going to get down back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not quite sure who's on the tackle. There's 64 on the tackle.
Yeah, that was number 64, Watson Gray, the outside linebacker, coming up, making a really nice stop at the line of scrimmage. And again, Zayden Van, he just doesn't have any explosiveness that you want to see out of a running back. They're going to have to just keep trying the passing attack here, or maybe get the ball out to Marcus Madre, the number 2 halfback.
2nd and 10 here. Madre is indeed in the backfield for this play. And Harlan's going to throw it to Madre. Madre has a man in front of him for a blocker. Is going to get close to a first down, but that's a 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play design. I really love that. You have the tight end going on the out route and just leads to a perfect setup for a block for your running back on the swing pass. Really good play design there. And they're in decent field position. Only 3 yards to go, but Van is back in the backfield again.
Van back in the backfield, like you mentioned, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. See if they go to them or they hand it off to Van. It'll be a toss to Van. Van breaks 1 tackle, but 2 more Titan defenders are there to bring him down. Mark Lewis along with others, and that's going to bring another 3 and out for the Northeast Jays.
Yeah, that was Lewis and Drake Corbin, the defensive end, making the stop. And the Titans, I mean, they're going to get the ball back again. Their offense is cruising right now as we head into the second quarter. Titans on top, 14-0. How do you see this second quarter going here for the Jays?
I mean, if they don't change something, I don't see it going much differently. They need to get, I think, Madre involved more. We talked to Coach, forget his name, but Jack Hunter before the game. Jack Hunter, he mentioned Madre, and I think getting Madre involved is kind of a key for this offense. Van has been very lethargic. You mentioned the move of moving Sams, but we haven't really seen much out of this receiving group. And a name that has been conspicuously left off of our call sheets so far in this game is Trev Bridges. Got to get him more involved.
Yeah, Harlan tried to hit Bridges on an in route. We saw that, and he just dropped it. It was a perfect throw, and Bridges just let his quarterback down again, which we've seen that time and time again so far early on in this season. Um, Again, I would like to see Sam's. We haven't seen him since I think the first pass of the game, and then that one play where Irv Street knocked the ball loose from him.
1st and 10 for the Titans. Are going to throw it deep, and he has a man deep.
Oh,
That's
man.
Clay Kersley, and they're down to almost the 50. And I was going to say before that play that this is as close to a make-or-break drive as you can get here in the second quarter. That's not how you want to start it.
No, it's looking rough already here to start this quarter. And like I mentioned earlier in the game, Clay Kersley, great route runner. He's really good in the short to medium routes, but he can also beat you deep, and he just showed it right there. It's not just the Tyron Trent show downfield.
Parker Thomas mentioning that Southwest quarterback Fletcher Gross kind of reminds him of Joe Montana. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Gross in the backfield, looking at like a tight end flex formation here. Gross, good blitz pickup. Is going to throw the out route, and that's going to be to the tight end, Bradley, and that's 8 yards.
Yep, Eric Bradley again. That's the second time we've called his name, and probably the second time we've called his name all season. They don't really use the tight ends too much, but with the receiving core with Kersley, Trent, and Bramlett, they really haven't had to. But it's nice to see him get number 86 involved here.
Poole in the backfield on the second and short. See if they go to him. And they will indeed go to him. He has some space. Great blocking up the middle. Can't spin out the safety, but he's going to get down into the 34-yard line of the Northeast Jays.
Yeah, that was a touchdown-saving tackle by Sean Underhill, the corner, actually, number 26, coming over from his corner spot on the bottom of the field. And the safety, 21, Al Gibson got just blocked the entire play right there. The strong safety, you got to help out your front seven there, make a tackle. You can't let your corner come up and make a touchdown-saving tackle on a pretty decent-sized running back.
Fullback Napoleon Queen made a really good block there in the hole to spring that one loose. As Fletcher Gross is going to throw here, little hitch route to Trent is going to go for 2.
Yep, nothing crazy on that play. Just a quick little check down. Trent gets him 2 yards, and we'll probably see some more Eddie Poole here on the ground on the next play.
Eddie Poole's, he's been a nice revelation for this Southwest offense who really struggled on the ground for the first 2 weeks. He's had some decent runs so far.
Absolutely.
Shotgun look for Gross. He's going to throw it to Poole. Poole's going to try to turn this upfield, but the Jays swarm quickly, and Kennard along with Underhill make the tackle.
Yep, Underhill. We've called his name a lot so far on defense tonight. I think it's like his 4th or 5th tackle already from his corner spot.
Gross getting his rating back up into the hundreds pretty quickly after that opening interception he threw. It looked like the Jays had a good defensive game plan, but I don't know where that's gone since that first play.
It disappeared.
Gross looking under pressure. He's going to go down for the sack. Jays get to him and force him out of field goal range. Huge play there from 96.
Yeah, that was number 96, Gerald McGlockton, with the sack. The defensive tackle coming through, making a play. Very nice. And now the Titans backed way up here.
Looked like he fought through a double team there to make that tackle, and that pushed him out of the field goal range, puts him to now the punter's going to have to come out to make this play. And we mentioned it was a big drive for the Jays. That's huge.
Absolutely. Now Sammy Ingram on to punt for the Titans because the kicker, Stanford Bond, just does not have the leg for that field. This is going to go in the end zone.
Ingram nearly landed inside the 5, but just a little bit too much power and bounces out into the end zone. And Jays are going to come out. Eric, these high schoolers look like they are in their 30s. Some of these guys are in their 90s, according to the editor.
Yeah, if you look at the editor, I mean, there's some guys born in 1920, all right? We don't talk about it.
Unfortunately, there's not a high school football game out there.
Jared Green, what's up, brother?
Welcome to the chat. Ian Harlan dropping back. He's going to throw this one under pressure. Sam's going to make the circus catch, but only going to get 1 yard as he came back to make that reception.
I'm not sure how Harlan even got that pass off. He got hit. That was a very, very awkward throwing motion that he had to do to get the ball out there. And a good catch, though. He jumped way up in the sky to snag that one.
A lot of effort and not a lot of reward for the Jays. That's kind of the the season for Ian Harlan. 2nd and 9. Looks like they're manning up. Only a single high safety look here. Harlan's going to throw it to Van. Van can't break one tackle, and he's going to lose that 1 yard. That was the fullback, Emery Schofield.
Yeah, Emery Schofield. We don't really call his name too much for the Jays. And I mean, that's that's why right there. He's not a big playmaker. He's more of a blocker. And this offense is making me want to take a nap right now.
Not much Harlan or anyone on this offense has gotten going so far in this game. And they need to find out something because this game could get out of hand quickly. Harlan drops back, throw, out route, Sam's at the top of the screen. That's a first down. Nice conversion.
There we go. That was a beautiful pass, and we got Sam's out in the open. He's very fast, runs a pretty quick 40-yard dash. So it's nice to see him do a nice little out route here and beat the corner. I mean, there's nobody within 10 yards of him. Very nice route. Yeah,
they were playing out there. The Jays have been playing a lot of the interior routes, and so the Titans adjusted that, but they adjusted back and got that out route, got the first down. 1st and 10 for Northeast. Harlan's going to drop back to throw. Good protection. He's going to throw across the middle. That's a bad throw, and that was almost intercepted.
Yeah, that was number 54, Guy Pottinger, the middle linebacker, making a really nice play there. Dangerous throw from Harlan, and we definitely see him make questionable decisions sometimes, just trying to fit the ball into tight spots, and that was another case right there.
Pottinger, a guy we haven't mentioned too much, wearing the nice biker gloves. Single high safety look again for the Titans. Look we've seen a lot. I'd like to see them take a shot down the field against this look. They're going to run it, and Van's going to lose 4 yards as defense gets in there before he even had a chance to look around.
Yeah, that was a strong safety, number 26, Eric Strickland, coming up making a play. I don't remember seeing him make any plays in the first 2 weeks, so good to see him coming up and making a nice play in run defense.
3rd and 14, and another long conversion needed here for Ian Harlan in Northeast. Good protection. He's going to pump one, spin, and get sacked.
What a hit. Who was that? What number is that man? That looks like Drake Corbin.
Drake Corbin.
Yes, sir. Number 85. Look at the move that he does here. What a spin. And poor Harlan. I mean, Harlan did not stand a chance. Oh, my goodness. That left tackle, Jonathan Lear, number 75, just got absolutely toasted.
He did indeed. And now Tyron Trent back deep to return this one. And another lackluster drive for Northeast, who only managed 6 net yards of offense.
Oh, and they nearly blocked it. Oof.
Fair catch called for by Trent. That's where the Titans offense is going to come out. What do you think the Jays need to do? You mentioned playing back, but anything else that they can do to try to turn the tide of this game?
Well, what they did last drive seemed to work. You know, they need to get pressure on Fletcher Gross. If they can at least pressure him, they don't have to hit him. They don't have to get to him. Just get around him and force him to make a bad pass. You know, that'll definitely help out a lot.
Going to be a handoff to Poole. Poole is going to be tackled. That was Ryder Bancroft, I believe, on that tackle for loss.
Yeah, no, that was 72, Sheard Richard, the defensive end, coming up making the stop. Bancroft is number 70.
All these 70s.
I know. It's crazy. There's so many.
2nd and 12 here for the Titans. An easy pickup for them. Gross is going to drop back. Man coverage, throws it deep. It's going to be incomplete as Rob Moline got over to knock that one away. He thought he had Kerslia down the sideline.
Oh, my goodness. Did he actually get a hand on this? Let's take a look at the replay. Look at the hops. Oh, my goodness, Rob. What a play from the free safety. Hats off to you, son.
That brings up and forces a 3rd and 12 here for the Titans. And it looks like the Jays, maybe they adjusted a little bit on defense. And it's been a little bit tougher of sledding for Southwest so far. Gross, though, can pick this up with a multitude of weapons. He pumps once, throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete right to Moline, and Moline almost had his second pick of the game.
Wow. Well, he's got 2 deflections, so he's got that going for him. I'm not sure what happened. I think the receiver might have been bumped out of his route right there, which forced the really bad timing. between Gross and the receiver. I'm not even sure who he was targeting there. And that might have been the number 4 receiver, George Porter, number 83. I couldn't quite catch the number, but really good stop here for the Jays. And Ian Harlan in this offense, they got to get it going, and they got to get it going fast.
They have passed the buck back to Northeast as the punt is off. See if they can get some good field position here. He's going to return it, and not much of a return, only a yard or two for Walters. If you're wondering what you're watching, this is the Hammer Cline Football Universe, where you get to watch a simulated football universe go from high school to college to pro league. If you want to follow more closely, you can join our Discord, which is in the description. Follow the Twitter, and we will have lots of football content for you. Hand off to Van. Van finds a hole, and Van going to get a gain of 9, the best run of the day for Northeast.
Wow, one of the best runs of the season, not just the day, for Zayden Van, number 32. Look at the hole opened up by the offensive line as well here. And the fullback, Emery Schofield, just getting through there and blocking Irv Street, the best player on this Southwest Titans defense.
That might be Van's best run of the season.
Absolutely.
And that's what you need. You need to get into more of these second and shorts here instead of these 3rd and 10s. Harlan, this is much more manageable. Madre in the backfield. We haven't seen him carry the ball once. He's gotten a couple targets out of the backfield. This is going to be a toss to him. Madre is going to get the first down. Nice vision.
Yeah, he's got really good vision. And, it might not look like it, but he has a more explosive first step than Zayden Van, 100%. So doing a toss play with him, I like. If we see a toss play to Zayden Van again on this season, I might just lose my mind, though.
Van is back in the backfield for this first down play. See if they go to him, and if they make him lose your mind, it's going to be a handoff. Van up the middle, who's going to get a gain of 3. Was not a toss, so you get to keep your mind.
Yeah, but I get to keep it for at least one more play, and that was a pretty decent run, 3 yards. You get 3 yards of play. That's not terrible, especially for Zayden Van, who's not an explosive runner whatsoever. But hey, the Jays, they're moving forward.
2nd and 7 for Ian Harlan. There's 2 tight ends on the field and still a single high safety look from the Titans. We keep mentioning that we want to see them attack this, and he might have a man. Nigel Sams.
Got him.
It's incomplete. Irv Street's going to knock that one away.
Oh, my goodness. Sams had him beat. Maybe just a slight underthrow from Ian Harlan. Maybe he didn't expect his receiver to actually get open for once. So he got happy feet and got a little too excited with that pass, but a really good play from the free safety, number 31, Irv Street.
This brings up a 3rd and 7, empty set for the Jays. Eagles, I don't know where that came from. Ian Harlan, good protection, steps up, throws underneath. It's going to be Trev Bridges, and that's going to be just short. That was Guy Pottinger, I believe, who came up to make that tackle.
Yeah, that was definitely Guy, the middle linebacker, number 54. I mean, Trev Bridges, finally making a catch for his quarterback, but you got to make that one-man miss. If he makes him miss, he might get 10, 15, 20 more yards down the field, but instead gets absolutely clobbered.
And once again, Northeast forced to punt it, and as Chaos Driven mentioned in the chat, yeah, that could have changed the momentum right there. Big tackle from Pottinger. High snap. It's going to be corralled and punted away. Trent's going to return this one, and good coverage from the Jays special teams unit.
Yeah, good job by Terry Saunders, the punter, catching up to that high snap. And we have an injury. York Bass is injured for the Jays, and that is another receiver down, and that's number 19. So I believe they already had an injury at receiver this season as well, didn't they?
I'll take a check. York Bass, just going to push that. Is it Bass or Bass? Let us know what you think his name is in the chat.
He looks like a dead fish on the field, so I'm going to go with Bass.
That's pretty. That's fair. It does not look like Northeast had a receiver injury so far this season.
The Raiders.
The Raiders
and Eagles, yeah.
Trent across the middle is going to spin out one man on his way to a 7-yard.
The ref goes down.
The ref goes down, and I think he's okay. I think he's okay.
Get him some milk, man.
He needs some milk.
Oh, man. Hey, good play, though. 7-yard pickup. Trent, getting wide open as usual. He's just so silky smooth on those routes, so fast. And, another good pass from Fletcher Gross here as we hit the 2-minute mark.
It's almost unfair that Fletcher Gross gets these good of receivers.
Yeah, it really is. Now, I'm really interested to see where he ends up committing to in the CFA and if he has, similar targets at that level. And if he doesn't, is he going to perform the same?
Rocky Poole fighting his way forward, but a good stand from the Jays defense is going to bring up third down.
My colleague over here is combining both running backs' names right now. That was Eddie Poole. Not Rocky Poole, but all right. Oh, my goodness, I'm dead.
Maybe if they combined them, they would be better. Eddie Poole.
Maybe if combine two mediocre quarterbacks, you might get one good one.
Eddie Poole's going to get a first down on this swing pass. He outruns his blocker, but didn't seem to matter. First down, Southwest.
Yep, they just keep on moving the ball, churning out these first downs, and it doesn't matter who they're throwing the ball to at this point. They're throwing to the running backs. We have not seen Bramlett, though, at receiver, number 80, the slot guy. We haven't seen him catch a pass, not that I can remember.
I don't remember him catching a pass either. He's not on the field for this first down play.
Two tight ends.
Two tight ends on the field, though. Gross going to drop back, throws it to Payne underneath, and Payne is going to get some pain and gain 0 on that play.
That was Alonzo Armstrong, one of our on-the-bubble players, the outside linebacker, number 53, coming up with the hit stick. Very vicious hit on Payne.
2nd and 10. Under 40 seconds to go in this half as the ball is snapped. It looks like the Jays are content just to go into half with the score it is. Out route here, though, for Kersley, and he has some space down the field, breaks the tackle, and there all the way down to the Jays side of the field. And now we have a chance for
Jays are in trouble.
For Southwest to score already.
Jays are in trouble here.
17 seconds. If they can get set, Gross snaps the ball. He's going to roll out.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to step up, throws it, and it's caught. First down. Who else? Clay Kersley inside the 30 and inside field goal range.
He is so good at the out routes. I love to see him run those out routes, man. Just look at him. And a great play design as well. Perfect throw. That was Alonzo Armstrong, who just couldn't get out there in time to get the deflection. But a great drive right now. 11 seconds left. Looks like they might run one more play here before kicking a field goal.
They do have 3 timeouts still, so I do like this call to run a play here. See if you can get better field position. See if you can take a shot to the end zone. Gross going to throw it deep toward the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and almost picked off. That was Moline again.
Yeah, Moline might be going on the bubble after this week. My goodness, that's his 3rd pass deflection of the half. And Fletcher Gross with an errant pass there. I don't know how he missed him, but his man was wide open, streaking to the end zone.
I don't know how Moline got over there. I'm pretty sure he plays the other side of the field.
Yeah, he does.
And controversial call here. They're going to throw a Hail Mary from the 27. They don't trust their kicker at all.
What? Oh, my
Gross
goodness.
drops back, throws it to the end zone as time will expire on this play, and it is incomplete.
Wow.
And the
I don't know about that.
The Jays survive a flurry of excitement at the end of the half to go into half down 14-0.
I do not agree with that play call there by the head coach of Southwest. Stanford Bond, the young kicker, number 6, has got to be really frustrated on the sideline that his coach didn't have trust in him. They were on, the 27-yard line? That's a 44-yard field goal. I feel like he could have made that, but look at the yard differential here tonight.
71 yards of offense against this Titans defense is pretty bad for the Jays. It's an indictment on this team. And you see there, the half started really, or the game started really well for the Jays with that pick from Moline. But Rocky Payne here on this run was a key run on that play, ended up with a touchdown. Ever since that interception, it's been all Southwest.
Yeah, I mean, Rob Moline, the free safety, number 20 for Northeast, has been really the entire team so far for the Jays. 3 deflections. He's got a pick. He's been a part of quite a few team tackles as well. A couple solos here and there. We got to get him on the bubble for sure. I mean, what a phenomenal performance from him. He's really really keeping this game semi-close with all of his nice defensive plays out there.
Indeed, he has. He's been the guy who's kept them as close as they have been this game. Obviously, his play just before halftime, as you see the Clay Kersley out route that set that up. We're going to take a quick break at halftime, and we will be right back with the second half here in Southwest. And we are back with the second half here in Southwest. Don't worry, Eric. You'll have plenty of chances to get curb stomped in this league, too.
Absolutely. A lot of high school teams that can stomp you, a lot of college teams. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
We'll just put you on Northeast, as it seems like they like to get curb stomped right now. As
Eric Tavares, quarterback at Green Harlan.
As Jays are going to get the ball first. I don't know if it matters. Coach Coach Jack Hunter was irate after halftime when we talked to him. He's decided to put in Marcus Madre in full time as a last ditch effort to try to keep them in this game. And there he is at the bottom of the I formation here. Ian Harlan's going to hand it off to Madre, and Madre is not going to get much, only a yard. We also talked to the coach of York Bass. May return, only cramps. We also talked to the coach of the Titans, Kurt Earl, who was upset as well because they were only up by 14.
Yeah, definitely some sloppy play there from the Titans. Some really good stops for the Jays. We mentioned Rob Moline making a lot of good deflections. He had that pick earlier as well. I mean, I'd be furious too. You got the best offense in the league. You got to get some more points on the board.
Stretch play is going to go nowhere. Loss of 2 is this move to moderate doesn't seem like it's working too well for Northeast. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Well, it might help if he had any semblance of blocking. But Drake Corbin, he has been making plays all night as well, just like Rob Moline from the Jays.
3rd and long once again for Ian Harlan. What can he do? Plenty of time, like always. Going to throw the hitch route. That's going to be short.
Man, just nobody getting open downfield. I mean, nobody wants to help Harlan move this ball down the field. That was the number 5 wide receiver, Chris Dugans, number 89. So, it's a really tough night if Ian Harlan is looking for his number 5.
And no one's stepping up on this team right now, and I still don't think they're over 100 yards of offense. This punt is going to go off, and Southwest is going to get the ball and a chance to go up by 3 scores.
Yeah, I mean, how long can the Jays defense hold this Titan offense? I just don't know if if they can sustain what they've been doing the last few drives.
At this rate, it does look like Chaos's prediction of 28-14 might actually end up being true.
I'm not even sure the Jays score here tonight.
Imagine the Titans shut them out. That's, man.
With that defense, oh boy.
1st and 10 here for Fletcher Gross. Rocky Payne in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and Rocky Payne is going to get a gain of 3.
I'll take it. If I'm the head coach there, Rocky Payne, every time he's touched the ball so far tonight that I can recall, he's moved the ball forward. So small improvements here for the running back. I'd like to see some more Eddie Poole, though. He's a little bit more explosive. He had a couple nice runs there in the first half.
Yeah, I really like this 2-headed monster that Southwest has been running tonight with Eddie Poole and Rocky Payne. 2nd down from the 35. Defense out in dime. Going to hand it off to Eddie Poole. Poole, nowhere to go. He's going to lose 2 on the shotgun run.
Yeah, I just don't like shotgun runs. Unless you have a running back like the Lions do, Laverne Jewell, who is without a doubt the fastest player in high school right now. You cannot run out of the shotgun. You don't have the O-line for it. You don't have the speed. I just don't like it.
3rd and long, another good drive so far from the Northeast defense. Can they keep it up? Gross throws a deep middle. He has his man. 1st down and more. That was Tyron Trent.
Yep, they had Trent. They had Kersley both doing posts. Kersley on the bottom of the screen, Trent on the top. I mean, they were both open. It didn't matter who he threw it to there. One of his top guys is making a catch.
And this takes him down to 36. But apparently this is at least 10 yards out of field goal range. If the last of the end of the half is anything to go off of.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Northeast now going to toss it, or Southwest, excuse me, going to toss it to Eddie Poole, who's going to turn up field for a gain of 4. Nice run from him.
Yeah, that was a nice little cut back there. It looked like he was going to go outside, saw a little bit of an opening there between his blockers, and took it for 4 yards. Not a bad run there.
2nd down here for Fletcher Gross, who still has an over 100 QBR, only 229 yards for him, which is a down game. So far, Northeast has done an okay job at least containing this offense for the most part, but like you said, how long can that last? Poole, shotgun run, again does not work. 3rd and 8 coming up.
I just don't know why they went back to it. The last time they did it, they lost 3 or 4 yards. This time they lose a couple yards as well. And that was number 92, Mario Pearson. That's the second nice play that he's made in the backfield for the Jays tonight. And, now Titans have to throw it again. We know they can do it. Let's see if Rob Moline, the number 20 free safety, makes a play here for the Jays.
4 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Gross going to drop back. He's going to throw across the middle. He has his man in a 1st down. That was Clay Kersley. No, that was Rocky Payne running it deep.
Wow.
Rocky Payne running a route and getting a 1st down.
I was wondering why there was a linebacker on Kersley, but it wasn't Kersley, the running back out of the backfield. And a really nice play. Number 55 was out in coverage. That was Dennis Kennard, the middle linebacker. Definitely a mismatch there, even with Rocky Payne not really being, an electric athlete. You don't want your linebacker covering a halfback.
Toss play to Eddie Poole, who's only going to, he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd 11.
Yeah, I just don't know what they're doing with some of these run plays. They should go to like I formation, just something with a fullback out there. You'd like to see Napoleon Queen out there lead blocking for these guys. Do some power O's.
No fullback out on this play. 2 tight ends, though, and 2 receivers. 5 down linemen for the Jays. It's going to be a throw. Gross throws out route. Kersley can keep his feet in bounds, but only a gain of 2, 3rd and 9. That puts him over the century mark, though. 101 for Clay Kersley.
Yep, another century mark day for Clay Kersley. 8 catches already with a lot of game left here tonight. And another great catch. It was only 1 yard, but fantastic adjustment on the ball. And 3rd and 9 coming up.
That was 2 yards there. Give him his credit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgive me, please.
3rd and 9. See what the Northeast defense can do here. Can they hold him to 3? Gross drops back, out route, out of bounds, and that will force a field goal.
Wow. So the Jays, this is what, their 4th, maybe 5th stop on defense right now. Actually, really surprising here tonight. But it doesn't even matter because their offense has got a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Their offense forgot to get off the bus.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well just suit up a cheerleader and have her go out and play receiver, maybe O-line. Just anybody to make a play for that offense.
According to Eric Tavares, the cheerleaders were a little bit indisposed with some police issues before the game, so maybe that's why they weren't starting this one. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That was one of the slowest 26-yard field goals you ever see from, but Bond does make it, and that will be a 17-0 game here for Southwest.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking too good right now, if I'm being totally honest. The Jays need a touchdown. Just on the next couple drives, they need touchdowns.
You'll never meet a bigger Ian Harlan fan than Optimus, and even he sounds downtrodden about his chances in this one. Kick only makes it the 20-yard line, and
tough, man.
They will start at the 33.
When you have your quarterback who has a great arm and can make some plays, you know, he's pretty mobile too. He can throw on the run. He could do almost anything as a quarterback, but none of your targets that you're throwing the football to can make a single play for you. It's one of the most frustrating things to see, even just being, you know, a spectator.
1st and 10 is going to be hand off to Zayden Van, who's going to, Emery Schofield, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now they're just going to literally anybody that hasn't touched the football yet to try to see if someone wants to make a play. And Schofield, I mean, he broke a tackle. Give him a little credit there. But just not enough blocking, gets team tackled for no gain.
If you want to talk about guys who haven't touched the football enough, talk about Brian Walters. We saw him throw a man off of him, and since then, he hasn't gotten a single target. As Harlan's going to throw another swing pass, and this one's going to lose a yard. Madre with the most impressive -1 yard catch you'll see.
Phenomenal play. Probably the best of the day here tonight for the Jays. You love to see it.
Chaos Driven in the chat saying he'll be happy if Northeast can score 7.
I'll be happy if they get past the 50.
Against all of a sudden, the Titans' defense is the best in the country, apparently, as they put up 21 against the Pirates' defense, but can't put up anything against Titans. Harlan drops back, and he's going to get sacked.
Man, what a
Can't
hit.
even throw it, and that was Taylor Wallace who comes in there, and that's going to be 4th and 16, and yet another punt.
Taylor Wallace. I don't know if we've called his name at all this season. But look at the effort there against the right tackle. Who was that right tackle? 71, Boo Claybo. I mean, he just kind of gave up there and let Wallace through for his first sack of the night.
Boo-hoo Claybo didn't try too much on that play. We're going to see another punt.
Oh, nobody's trying too much on the Jays offense tonight.
Northeast on their way to 0-3 start. If they make a comeback here, Ian Harlan is going to be a legend.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a nice hit.
Man.
Trent gets it to the 42.
What a monstrous hit. I believe that was Sean Underhill, number 26, the cornerback out there with the hit stick.
Taking out some of his frustrations after this game has just really not been good.
Yeah, I mean, the secondary is just holding their own right now against the best receivers in the country. but it doesn't even.
First down 10 here for Southwest. Throw underneath and miscommunication. He was looking for Trent. That's going to be incomplete from Fletcher Gross, who has been a little bit off in this game.
It's been off, but still has an over 100 rating. So that just goes to show what an off day is for Fletcher Gross.
Second and 10 here. I mean, like you said, Northeast has really put together a solid defensive performance so far in this one. It just has not mattered at all. They need a big play to turn the momentum. Maybe a pick six. Maybe Roab Moline can come down with one. Gross drops back. Going to throw it to Poole. Safe throw. Poole is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Faulkner with the tackle.
Yeah, Frederick Falconer coming up. Great
God,
tackle
look at that
there.
stat line.
As we look at the stat line, Ian Harlan, 66 passing yards. We've seen a handful of drops from this receiving corps for the Jays, and the O-line is not helping them out either. No running game whatsoever. And Harlan, he's been hit a few times as well.
Third and 10 here, and Gross under center. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be bounced around and incomplete. There was a chance for that one to be picked. Mathis, among others, had their hands on it. But another stop for this Jays defense and another chance. It's still only a 17-point game. If the Jays can figure it out, they have a chance.
I don't know if everybody else saw it, but I said he's got him, right? Now, if you go back and watch the replay of that play, he had a man wide open at the top of the screen, and I thought he was going to throw it there. Instead, makes a atrocious decision to throw it into like quadruple coverage. Unreal.
Yeah, Striven Harlan, my guy. Are you good? I really don't think he is at the moment.
He's really trying, though, you know? Oh, what a collision. Number 29 on the tackle for the Titans. That is the backup strong safety, Steve Knight, out here making plays.
And you mentioned some of the guys who have some blame that the receivers have dropped past the offensive line, the running game. I'd like to see Harlan just throw it. You know, we've seen him take a couple, or run with it. Something. Just don't take a sack. Just make try to make something happen. If you throw a pick, you're already losing here. Exactly. First and 10. See what they're going to do. They're going to throw it. Harlan moving out of the way. Pressure across the middle of the field and off target.
Great job by Harlan to avoid the pressure. He's looking for his man Sams, who was open. I'm not sure if he got bumped at the start of that route, but just out of reach for his number 2 guy.
I think Harlan just missed that one, honestly. No one in sight, but I think the pressure got to Harlan, sped up his timing, his feet got unset and incomplete. Shotgun formation here on second down, and almost, oh yeah, right. Let's see what they do here. It will be a throw. Harlan drops back underneath, throws across the middle, and we're going to get to a third and short. The first time we've seen a third and short in a while, that was York Bass on the reception.
Yep, coming back from his, leg cramps, and makes his first reception of the night for number 19. That's the number 3 receiver on the depth chart. Good to see somebody actually have hands catching the football out here.
Third and 3, they're going to show up in the I formation. Don't know about that. Harlan's going to drop back, throw out route. It works, though, and that's going to be a first down. York Bass again.
Okay, maybe he found his playmaker. York Bass, 2 plays, 2 catches. Can we see a third in a row? Let's go.
Someone's got to step on the offense, and if it's York Bass, I mean, you thought it was going to be Nigel Sams, maybe Trev Bridges, maybe Brian Walters, Marcus Madre, but York Bass, hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
Absolutely.
First and 10 for Ian Harlan, drops back, and he's going to go down.
Oh, man. Wow. Instant pressure up the middle. That was number 94, Hugh Thornton, the defensive tackle, and he wasn't the only one that got into the backfield. We're not going to see a replay there, but there was multiple Titans back there that could have hit Ian Harlan.
So much pressure. I think that was the 3rd or 4th sack of the night for the Titans defense. Split backs for the Jays. Harlan throws it deep. He has his man, and Sams drops it.
Oh, man. And that's been the story all season for the Jays. Open targets. Harlan connects with them, hits him square in the hands, and Sams drops it yet again.
I don't know why they're highlighting that receiver, but Irv Street made the tackle. Eric saying it's all about that Bass.
Oh man! I mean,
If only
he's
this.
been the only target so far that's done anything. So
If only.
I guess he's not wrong.
If only the second half of that song was applicable for the Jays. No trouble. They've had all trouble tonight.
Yeah, nothing but trouble.
3rd and 12. Another third and long. This almost feels like 4 down territory. Harlan drops back. Good protection. Got to throw it here. You got holding call, and he's going to avoid the sack. Still going, and he's going to go down.
Wow.
But it's not going to matter, as there was, I think, a holding call on the Northeast Jays. And no, it's on the Titans. Defensive holding, Jays accept.
Oh my goodness.
And
it was on Aaron Burnell, the number 2 corner. Unbelievable.
Harlan just doesn't trust any of his receivers. I mean, you got to throw that there. And it works out, though, because it's going to get him a first down.
I mean, I guess whatever works, right? That was definitely 100% the longest play in league history.
No, it was the longest play pickup for the Jays tonight, as Harlan's going to throw under pressure to Emery Schofield, who's going to get flattened in the flats.
Yeah, that was 54. Guy Pottinger with another good tackle here for the Titans, and that was a loss of 3 on a pass out to the fullback. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these receivers. I guess they're just taking a nap out there. I'm not sure.
Harlan seems afraid to let it rip down the field, and I can't blame him. Why would you trust your receivers down the field when all they've done is drop the ball in this game? 2nd and 13 here for Northeast. Drops back. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught. That's Trev Bridges this time with the reception. Or is that Schofield? Was that Schofield again?
No, I think that is the fullback, Emery Schofield. 2 catches in a row, and it's now 3rd down and 3. Interesting formation here. Oh my goodness, he doesn't trust the receiver, so just throw it to the fullback, I guess.
York Bass and Emery Schofield, the leading receivers. Titans pressing here in the I formation. 3rd and 3, feels like a must convert. Harlan throws across the middle. Bridges going to bring it down, and that's a first down for the Northeast Jays, and they have gotten past midfield. Give them the trophy.
Woo! Let's go. Small victories here tonight for the Jays. Trev Bridges, I guess he found his hands on the sideline and finally caught a pass. But 1st and 10 from the 41 as we enter the 4th quarter. Get your 4s up in the chat, folks.
Your 4s up in the chat. Southwest leads 17-0. Will we see an incredible comeback and really the coming out story of Ian Harlan, just not in a sexual way?
Oh, man. Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Jays. Wow. Oh, goodness gracious. Get it together, honey.
1st and 10 for Ian Harlan, who's going to be under pressure. Throw out route Sam's 7 yards, and this is the best the offense has moved all night.
Yeah, beautiful play there. 7 yards. Love to see it. Wide open on the out route again. I'd like to see him do some more out routes. I'm not sure why they've gone away from it, because Sam's has been open on quite a few of those in this game so far. Also, welcome to Orb in the chat. Welcome.
Good to see you. Glad to have you. Hope you stick around. 2nd down. I'm about as good as Ian Harlan here.
Oh, man, that's tough.
2nd down for Northeast. Ian Harlan under center. And he's going to throw it. Out route again and hits his man in the hands, but dropped.
Goodness. And
Galladay.
That is the number 2 tight end, Johnny Galladay. Man, I mean, why even throw it to him, you know? Why? Just give it to Schofield. He's the only one that hasn't dropped a pass, I think. Unreal.
3rd and 3 here, and see if they can convert. Last time they went to who did they go to? I think they went to Bridges. See who they go to here on this 3rd down. And they might be in field goal range with their kicker. Harlan's going to throw it out route. It's going to be, they're going to call it incomplete.
Wow. I think that's a really bad call by the refs. That was Brian Walters with the catch. I don't know if we're going to get a replay here or not, but it looked like he may have got that back foot. We're going to see a challenge here from Northeast.
Jack Hunter challenging this play. I think this is a good challenge.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure he got his back foot in. And, of course, in high school and college, you only need 1 foot in bounds for the catch.
See if we can get a good angle here from our video booth. It does not look like we're going to get a good angle. So
the other angle was better.
The heel is down, but the toe looks out.
Close.
And from the reaction on the sideline, it looks like it's going to be a first down.
They gave it to him. All right, so the Jays moving the chains, keeping the drive alive. Can they capitalize? Can they get some points here late in this contest?
First down for the Jays. The fans here in Southwest are booing. And
really surprising call.
But the Jays, a couple, the holding call on Burnell, and now that call there to keep the drive alive. Sam's going to catch a 5-yard out route.
Here we go. Keep attacking the outs. That's been the only thing that's worked really well for the Jays, and we're just not seeing a lot of it. I think 4 out of 5 catches for Nigel Sams have been on those out routes.
Got to keep going with what works. You still have plenty of time in this game. You're not down by that much as long as you get a score here on this drive.
You have 3 timeouts left as well.
Second down for Harlan's going to hand off to Madre, who's going to get tackled in the backfield by Watt Gray and others.
Yeah, Guy Pottinger on the tackle as well, I believe. I mean, I don't like that play call. Now it's 3rd and 6. I'm not sure. Do you have an out route that goes 7 or 8 yards? I'm not sure if they do or not. We'll see up top at the screen with Sam's again.
Really depends on how the receiver runs it at this distance. 4 receiver set for the Jays, and see who Harlan's going to go to. He's going to throw it deep corner. He has a man wide open. Wow. As Bridges for the touchdown.
Oh my goodness. They focused on the out route by Sam's, and they left Trev Bridges.
That wasn't Bridges. The Swain. Art Swain.
Art Swain, the number 4 receiver out here with his first target and catch of the night for the first score for the Jays. Wow, what a play call there.
Unlikely heroes from unlikely places, and we are an extra point away from a 10-point game.
Unbelievable. Good to see the Jays finally getting on the board. You love to see it. Jonah Stone on for the extra point for Northeast.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 17-7. The shutout has been broken with 9:47 to go, and we are on the brink of having a game on our hands.
Yes, sir. Only 10 points. There's a lot of time left. 9:47. Jays got all 3 timeouts, and their defense has been stout here tonight against this Titan offense.
Watch, now the defense is going to fall apart.
You know, I really just don't want that to happen. As a football fan, I want to see an exciting finish here.
So do I. I'm trying to reverse announcer jinx. Blank was injured on the play. I really hope he's okay.
What a real shame. Sending out some thoughts and prayers here tonight for Blank. Great player. You just hate to see the injury. Hopefully he can return in this contest.
Great player, but really a better person.
He's made so many plays here tonight. I just can't even think about it. You know, it's crazy.
1st and 10 here for Southwest. See what Northeast defense can do. And it's going to be a throw for Gross. Gross throws it deep. Man. First play. He has a man. And they're going to call it out of bounds. I'm pretty sure his foot was in bounds.
Oh, my goodness. That was not a good throw from Gross. If he led him down the sideline, that is an easy touchdown for Tyron Trent. I'm not sure how he missed him. He's done that several times here tonight. He had a couple underthrows, and now he's just overthrowing just a little bit too far to the sideline for his target.
I'm going to radio down for a replay here because I think for all of us here at home, we want to see if that was in bounds. And it does look like that was in bounds by a full yard.
Bruh. Ref, you good?
But they're going to challenge that. That is a missed call of missed calls. No challenge on the play. And that could be something we look back on.
Wow. If the Jays get the stop, man.
Gross throws Kersley on top of the screen. Gain of 6.
Yep, nice little out route there. And number 22 for the Jays on the tackle, Frederick Falconer, the cornerback. Unbelievable that they did not challenge that. Now we got a 3rd and 4 situation here for Southwest. And the Jays have had their number on 3rd down on the last 4, 5, maybe 6 drives. Let's see if they can get another clutch stop here against this nasty offense.
I'm absolutely shocked they didn't challenge that. Gross going to throw it across the middle. That's first down, so it doesn't even matter.
Wow, what a hit that was. And that was number 88 on the reception for the Titans. That is Darren Clark, the number 2 tight end. First time we called his name tonight.
The bad call does not come back to bite Southwest, as it looks like they're going to get the first down anyways. Northeast needs a stop here soon. Under 9 minutes to go in this game. Still plenty of time, but you got to hold them and force a punt. Rocky Eddie Poole with a gain of 3.
Yeah, and a really good tackle there. And that was our boy, number 55, Dennis Kennard, making the stop. We've seen him quite a few times here tonight. Him and Alonzo Armstrong really playing well for that linebacking core of the Jays.
Kennard definitely better in run defense and Armstrong better in pass defense. A good 1-2 punch. Southwest looks like Troy. A little bit as Gross is going to run with it. Gross has a first down.
What is going on? And there's Kennard with another tackle. But have we ever seen Fletcher Gross take off like that? I don't think we have. Look at the pressure up front from the Jays. That was number 95, Chad Davis, the D tackle, who should have had a sack. But instead, Gross making a play with his legs.
First down off the legs of Gross. We talk about the arm of Gross, but there was a nice little run. Good heads-up play to just see the hole and run for it. 1st and 10 on the northeast side of the field. Gross drops back to throw. He's going to throw the out to Rocky Payne, who gets 7 yards. Nice spin.
Yeah, very nice spin there from Payne.
Oh, my goodness.
And Marty Light, his season is over. That is the tackle for the Jays. That is I believe he's the right tackle. That is a big loss for an offensive line that has already struggled in these first 3 games this season. You hate to see that. You really do.
You hate to see it. 2nd and 3 for the Titans, and that's going to be stop in the backfield. Loss of 4. Great play by the defense of the Jays.
Yeah, that was Falconer, and I didn't see the other number, but a really good team tackle there in the backfield. Another toss play here with some slower running backs. I just don't agree with it.
Is Matty Light the starter or the backup for this team?
Marty Light, I'm pretty sure he's the starting right tackle.
Gross, plenty of time, throws out route, has a man, and another first down. There's Corey Bramlett.
Yeah, I believe that's his 2nd reception tonight. Hasn't done a whole lot, but makes a nice play there on, 3rd down, and gets the first down for the Titans.
No pass rush, really. I mean, they did a good job covering, but Gross just sat in the pocket for, it felt like an eternity, and eventually one of these guys are going to get open.
Absolutely. There's too much talent in the receiving core to give Gross that much time to find one of them.
Hand off to Poole up the middle, gain of 2.
Oh, wow. And a massive hit from the Jays. That was Alonzo Armstrong again, just calling his name all night for this defense.
He's been all over the place for this team, and he needs to be all over the place a little bit, even more on this drive. It's a huge drive of the game. Southwest just grinding clock down the field. So far, 2 minutes off the clock on this drive. That's going to lose 2 yards, and that's big because that might push them out of field goal range. Yeah,
that was a fantastic tackle in the open field by Falconer. He's got 2 tackles for loss, and that's as a cornerback, so really good. Stopping the running backs and just catching them out in the flat like that. Eddie Poole, I mean, you got to make a play there. He's not really electric as an athlete, but you got to make one guy miss. 3rd and long. This is a must stop here. Throws it deep, incomplete, almost picked off. And indeed, the Northeast defense holds. And the question now is, do they bring out the punter or do they bring out the kicker? Well, they didn't trust him last time. I think they're going to punt this with Sammy Ingram. But a really good play there from the other safety. We've been calling Rob Moline's name all night, but that was the strong safety, Al Gibson, on the deflection. They are indeed going to bring out the punting unit, see if they can pin him here deep. Gross has been kind of erratic in this game. I mean, a couple near interceptions. He's been lucky that he only has 1 pick.
That's going to bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, and down at the 4. Perfect punt coverage, and the Northeast Jays have 96 yards to go for a touchdown.
Yep, Sammy Ingram, the punter, doing a great job there. Just giving his guys a shot to down that inside the 10-yard line. That was Steve Knight, the backup strong safety, making another play. This is the second time we've called his name tonight on special teams. He had a really big hit on a kickoff.
1st and 10 here for Ian Harlan. Going to start off with a run to Madre, who's going to go for 2 yards.
Yeah, I don't hate that play call. You get a couple yards there, get Ian Harlan a little bit more space to work with while he's trying to drop back and find one of these hapless wide receivers downfield.
5 minutes to go in this game. Sam's only catching 50% of his targets. You got to score quickly on this drive because time's starting to become a factor. They can hand off to Madre, who's going to lose a yard. Now they go hurry up. 3rd and 9 here. You have to decide, are you going to go for this on 4th down? If you don't make it, Harlan drops back. Looking. Plenty of time, throws. And incomplete, just misses Bass across the middle. And now it's 4th and 9. Do you go for it here if you're the Northeast Jays?
If I'm their head coach, I go for it. I mean, you're down 10. There's not a lot of time left now. And I think they might be going for it. I'm not exactly sure. No, they're going to punt it away.
No, they're going for it.
Oh, they are going for it.
Ian Harlan.
It looked like they were lining up in punt formation.
They're staying in the bunch formation top of the screen.
Hot route.
Harlan drops back. This is the game. He's going to throw an out route. Incomplete. And Southwest takes over at the 10. Burnell knocks it away.
Wow. I mean, I don't hate going for it there. Like I said, I would have went for it. I hate the play call. Not only do you have a lot of short routes that are not even close to the sticks, but you got a couple of receivers bumping into each other. I just don't like that route design. And you're targeting your number 5 receiver in Dugans again. So just not a really good design there whatsoever. And now the Titans, they're probably going to score really quickly here and put this game out of reach now.
Eddie Poole in the backfield, see if he can punch one in. Barring a turnover, this one does look like it will be Southwest victory. Poole up the middle. He's going to get close to the 2.
Yep, just churning away, getting some yardage, and getting even closer to that end zone. 2nd and goal coming up. Just over 4 minutes left in this one.
Rough drive from Northeast, but the defense, we've seen crazier things happen, and we do know Southwest loves to throw. If they throw a pick here in the end zone, I mean, could turn everything around. You never know. And if you hold them to a field goal, it's still only a 2-score game.
That's true. So that clock is ticking
Eddie
away.
Poole in the backfield, that's a touchdown. And that puts it into a 3-score game and just maybe a little bit out of reach for Northeast. Eddie Poole with his second touchdown, I believe. No, that's his first touchdown.
Yep, and that was just really good blocking. I mean, he was untouched. O-line did a great job. And a couple pancakes in the end zone as well. But technically, it's still a 2-score game here. They're down 16. What if, we might see a blocked extra point? Who knows? Something crazy could happen.
You never know. We love to see those crazy comebacks. Yep. Kicker is out. He has been shaky in this one. Maybe he even shanks the extra point. Extra point is up, and it is good. 24-7. And with 3 minutes, 53 seconds left, that may just be the nail in the coffin. They haven't quite filled in the hole, but I think the coffin has been lowered into the grave at this point.
Yeah, I think so. They're about ready to toss some dirt on it and call this one good. I mean, the Northeast offense, they just have no identity right now. None of the receivers want to step up and actually claim that number 1 spot. The best receiver they've had today was York Bass, and the man was injured for a quarter. So that tells you all you need to know.
Northeast going to get this out to the 30. And you never know. We could see some crazy things happen. I've seen some absolutely wild things happen on All Pro Football. So, quick touchdown. You get an onside kick. It could be a game, but you got to score quick. You got to throw one up to your targets. I don't even know who your number 1 guy is right now, but whoever you feel like is your number 1 guy, you got to throw one up to him and hope he catches it.
Get the fullback in the slot.
Harlan drops back. He's going to throw it across the middle. There's Bridges getting the catch. They're going to go hurry up here. Yeah, Striven rooting for one more touchdown from the Northeast to get that even closer to his prediction from earlier of 28-14.
Yeah. Hot route here.
Harlan wasting time with the hot route. See what they do here. He's going to throw it across the middle again. Bridges first down. This is the kind of things we would have loved to see earlier.
Yeah. I mean, they're not getting a lot of yards here, though. They need to throw something downfield to somebody.
Harlan throws it deep. Post route has a man. Sam's finally catching one deep, and they're down to the 33.
Man, a vicious hit by Eric Strickland, a strong safety. My goodness.
Hurry up. Throws it deep and incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like it bounces off the the back of the helmet of Burnell, number 20. But that does something good for Northeast, though. It stops the clock. They can settle down. They can go through that playbook and try to find a perfect play here. I'd like to see him score in within the next 1, 2, or 3 plays. You don't want to take too much more time off this clock.
Shotgun for Harlan. See what he can do. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be incomplete and intercepted off the deflection, and Southwest has started to shovel the dirt into the grave.
And that is Irv Street's backup to Various Oldham, number 27. They had about 9 DBs on the field, and the last one on the depth chart makes the play. Wow.
He's targeting Marcus Madre on that play, and it wasn't the guy you want to go to there on a slant route. Not a great decision. Either way, this one is probably pretty much over at this point, barring a miracle.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Southwest going to hand it off to Eddie Poole. I keep saying Rocky. Eddie Poole, and that's a gain of 0. Zayden Van with a poultry 0.8 yards average.
Just really outstanding running back play from Van tonight. Really helping out his quarterback and taking a lot of stress off his back.
2nd and 10.
What a stud!
What a stud! Really the best. Want to talk about what we have to go in the season, about our schedule for the other games that may be a little bit more competitive than this one.
Yeah. What do we got next for week 3, buddy?
Well, let's look at the little handy-dandy schedule that's in the Discord. You can find the Discord link in the description below if you would like to, join. But coming up next on Monday Night Football, we got the Southeast Raiders, a 1-1 Southeast Raiders taking on the North Central Eagles, who have been struggling. But their running game, we know they can be great. And then on Tuesday, we have 2-0 Pacific Pirates taking on 0-2 Northwest Cobras, who have struggled to find their groove after losing 2 close ones. And then
turnovers from the Cobras.
Thursday game of the week, International Comets, South Central Lions, battle of undefeateds, 2-0 versus 2-0, and we get to find out whether the South Central Lions are for real or are they pretenders, as they've had 2 close wins over 0-2 teams. Eddie Poole is going to run this one, and that's going to be the first timeout of the day for...
Good stop for the defense. That was Pearson on the tackle. It's 4th down. They're going to get the ball back one more time at least.
They have 2 timeouts, 1 minute, 57 seconds.
The fat lady's been singing for about an hour, though.
She's starting to get tired.
Yeah, she's really tired. Somebody get her a glass of water and a pillow, please.
She might pass out at any moment. Punt is away. You need something. I mean, this is, even if they don't win, this is the moments where you see who's going to step up for your team. Who's going to be the guy who shows up in the clutch, whether you win or lose. And so far, the answer has been nobody, and they're hoping for next season, and Jack Hunter's getting fired.
I mean, if they're hoping for next season, that's just not good, because 0 of these players are going to be here next season. They're all going off to the CFA after the playoffs and the championship game, of course. So, I mean, you got to figure it out now. You're 0-3. I mean, the game's not over yet, but let's face it, Jays are 0-3. They're going to have to win out, or at least win 4 out of the last 5 to get to the playoffs.
Offsides, free play, throws it deep. He has a man! Middle of the field, and that's going to be a touchdown for Ian Harlan, padding those stats, and that's Brian Walters.
My goodness, Brian Walters finally finally doing something. I'm not sure if the wait, is there a flag here?
It's offsides
Oh,
as a
it's the
free play.
offsides. Okay, I forgot about the offsides. I was so excited that the Jays actually did a thing. Oh my goodness. But Walters making a nice play there, just finding that soft spot in the zone. I don't even know if the starters are all in for the Titans at this point, but either way, really good play for the Jays offense. They needed that desperately.
Some garbage time points for the Jays. Maybe some momentum going into week 4 here, as they're going to need it if they fall to 0-3 here. Makes it a little bit closer, and Chaos Driven smiling, I'm sure, in his abode, as the prediction is now pretty close. 24 to now about to be 14 after the extra point. Chaos Driven, our resident predictor man.
Yeah, let's see. Who knows? Maybe Jays get an onside kick, let's see what happens here.
If the Jays get an onside kick, I'm going to lose my mind.
Lose my mind, yeah, 100%. All right, 24-14, 139 left. Jays 2 timeouts. Onside kick attempt coming up.
And this is a must. You got to get the onside kick. I don't even know if they get the ball back. I don't know if they have time to get the ball back if they don't get this onside kick. You never know what could happen. Southwest.
Maybe a quick 3 and out. I don't know. They need this.
So we start getting nervous as a fan because crazy things can happen. The kick is up. It's going to be fielded with ease. And Southwest gets the ball.
Jonas Stone kicks it right to the Titans. Who was that? I didn't even see the number
23
on the player. That was 23 for the Titans. That is Tyrone Roberts, the last on the depth chart cornerback, recovering the onside kick.
And with that, can we confirm it? Yeah, are they dead yet?
I mean, I don't know. They can get a 3 and out here and have a little bit of time left. We'll see what happens.
It's surely anyone's game still, as Eddie Poole.
It was a good start for the defense.
And they're going to take their second time out.
That was Mario Pearson again. There's a lot of players on this Jays defense that have been stepping up tonight. And the entire linebacking core, Pearson, Armstrong, Kennard, they've all had really good games. We did see Sheard Richard, the defensive end, number 72, make a play really early on in the game, but the rest of the game, the D-line has done 0 things for the Jays.
Random fun fact, if the result holds, Southwest will have called 0 timeouts all game. Pitch play to Eddie Poole, who's going to lose some yards, and that's going to be the final timeout of the game for the Northeast Jays. And the timing does work. If they stop him here, they will get the ball back. And anything can happen.
I'd like to point out that Frederick Falconer now has 3 tackles for a loss from the cornerback spot. The secondary, the back half of this defense has been absolutely outstanding tonight.
Third down, going to hand it to Eddie Poole, who's going to only gain 1.
Wow.
They're going to punt it. Northeast is going to get one more chance at glory here in this game.
Yeah, and look who that was. That was Mario Pearson again. 2 tackles on that drive and a quick 3 and out. They're going to get the ball with, about 45 seconds. So, I mean, they can get something going here.
4th and 9. Punt is away. And I think both of us are really hoping for Northeast to hit another one of those deep posts just to make it interesting here at the end of the game.
Yeah, give us some more excitement, would you? Come on, Ian Harlan.
What can Ian Harlan pull out of his bag of tricks? Punt is going to land at the 5, bounce into the end zone, and for the Jays, that was the best result that could happen, is they're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Yep, instead of having to go 96 yards like they had to try to do before, they've only got to go 80. So doable. Maybe a breakdown in the secondary again. Will they target Walters again? Are they going to try to go for Sams? Who knows? Maybe somebody else will step up and make another big play here for Northeast.
Empty set formation for the Jays. 80 yards to go, 44 seconds. Harlan is going to throw this one into the ground as it was directed there by Robertson.
Yeah, that was just immediate pressure from the D tackle, Martin Robertson. I mean, just so quickly got into the backfield. But luckily, he got rid of the ball. Incomplete. The clock stops right there. If that was a sack, they lose 20 seconds off the clock easily.
That was a really underratedly big play to release that ball in time and not get an intentional grounding penalty.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 10 for Harlan. He's going to throw it to Mondre. Not what you want here. Don't get tackled and bounce. He will get out of bounds.
Perfect play. Perfect play. You know, you get some yards. You got 6, and you get out of bounds. It took 5 seconds off the clock. Now you got to go downfield. Take a shot to Sam's, Walters, maybe Bass out there. Who knows? Maybe Art Swain or Dugans. I mean, they've targeted the number 5 several times here tonight. So I honestly, truly have no idea what this offense is going to do.
Send fullback Emery Schofield on the go route. Do it.
He's your best guy. Let's go.
It's 4 down territory at this point. We all know that. Harlan drops back to throw. He has a man across the middle. He's not going to throw it. He tries to run. He's going to get tackled.
Costly mistake there. They're going to lose a lot of time here, and I don't think that counts as a sack. It looked like he might have gotten forward enough.
Harlan changed the play at line of scrimmage. Under 20 seconds to go. You got to snap it here. Snap it, Harlan. Come on, Ian.
Oh, my goodness.
What are you doing?
Wow.
He drops back to throw. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man. It's not going to matter. Time's going to expire. Nigel Sams came down with it. And that is going to do it here from Southwest. The final score, Southwest wins 24-14.
Man, I mean, hey, they made it a little bit exciting there late in the game. But that offense, man, if the offense can figure it out, like the last 2 drives that they just had, you know, they had that big touchdown to Walters. They just had that big post route right there to Sam's. If they can do that on a consistent basis and just stay away from the run game, 10 yards this game, trash. Just throw the run game in the trash and set it on fire and just stick with Ian Harlan going downfield. Because this defense, it just held the best offense to only 24 points when we both thought that this was going to be a crazy high-scoring game for them. So, I mean, hats off to the defense for sure, but the offense, they got to be more consistent with those passes downfield.
Chaos Driven's prediction, extraordinarily close.
So close. Kudos to you.
Kudos. And, yeah, I mean, this game, man, Southwest improving to 2-1 this season. Jays falling to 0-3. What do you think is in the future here for the Jays?
Well, like I said before, I mean, if they can figure out the offense, if they can be more consistent with the passing, if their receivers can actually have hands, stop dropping the ball every other time Harlan delivers a perfect strike to them, this offense can work. They can be good. And we've seen their defense hold, you know, a really good offense to only 24 points. They made some big plays. Rob Moline, he had a fantastic night. You know, we called out a lot of linebackers. Mario Pearson, Alonzo Armstrong, and Dennis Kennard did really well. I mean, we saw a lot of players in that back half of the defense make a lot of plays. So we know how they can perform. Just the biggest question mark, I think, in the entire league, not just for the Jays, is their offense.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, you know, we don't really know who's going to step up on this offense. As a player of the game is going to be none other than Fletcher Gross. A down day for him, but still a fantastic day. As Aaron Rodgers of the No Fun League would say, a down day for me is a career day for someone else.
I mean, that is true. I don't think Ian Harlan might have thrown for 287, but we know several quarterbacks have not thrown for that amount. So kudos to him.
It's going to do it here from the HCU studios. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a broadcast of HCU. You can join our Discord down below, and we hope to see you there, and hope to see you on Monday night for more football action.
All right, everybody, take it easy.